It's a very, very huge series. I didn't think it was that big. That's what she said. Hello besties, it's Kira. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be doing good old TBR jar picks my TBR. Just want to say before we get started, I am moving. I have to move by May 31st, so I'm not sure how much reading I actually will be doing in the month of May, but I still want to make a TBR just to have some options if I'm able to read at points during the month. Still gonna pick 7 prompts. Make sure to follow all my socials down below, along with my Goodreads, Amazon wishlist, all that stuff will be linked down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. And let's get into it. First prompt. First prompt. Book you bought from a booktuber recommendation. That is usually a lot of my books. I was picking between a romance and a fantasy and I ended up picking the fantasy option, even though this honestly would probably take me all month to read. And the second book is coming out in May. The Crown of Oath and Curses by J. Bree. So this is the first book in the Mortal Fates series. I don't know how long this series is going to be, but I read the 2 prequel novellas, The Sword and the Scepter, something like that, and very intrigued. One is from the male main character's point of view, and then the other one is from the female main character's point of view. This I bought because of Rachel, raven-haired reader here on BookTube. Literally, like, is obsessed with this book. Okay, I wouldn't say obsessed, but she really liked it, and she said it was true enemies to lovers. Like, there was absolutely no romance in this entire book. I could be wrong about that, but I think she said that they're pretty much enemies the whole entire book, which is so intriguing to me. I want to read this because it's fated mates and they can talk to each other in their heads like ACOTAR, which is like my favorite kind of fated mates ever. I think she's a witch and he's a fae prince or fae king, and the witches and the fae do not like each other. That's what I pretty much remember from like reading the first 2 and then synopsis of this one. Yeah, this is a chunky book. This is it's still going. 650 pages. So yes, I believe this is on Kindle Unlimited. I feel like next month the Kindle is gonna come in handy and clutch. I'm probably gonna do a lot of Kindle reading because I don't know where my books will be. They'll be in boxes somewhere. Excited for this one. For a book I bought from a booktuber recommendation, I'm gonna go with The Crown of Oaths and Curses by J. Bree. Number 2. Number 2, book about book lovers. You know, I don't know if I have one. The only one I have is literally Book Lovers by Emily Henry, but I already read that one. Guys, if we're being completely honest, I am absolutely too lazy to like look up specifically on Goodreads if I have one. So we're just gonna act like that prompt never happened, and we're gonna pick a different one. Actual prompt number 2, book with illustrated cover. Okay, this one is easy. Well, it's not easy because I have a lot of options, but it's easy enough that I'm like, okay, a lot of books have illustrated covers. So I think I'm gonna go with the romance for this because romance have illustrated covers. All right, so the book for this prompt has been on my TBR the longest. Like, it's literally the first book I added to my Goodreads TBR. Need to read it. I don't know why I have not, because this is one of my favorite authors of all time. Like, I love her books. Death Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I've read the entire Friend Zone series by Abby Jimenez. So this is, I think, like an opposites attract age gap romance. She's a doctor who like lives in the city, and he's I don't know what he does, but he lives in a small town. I think their meet cute is like her car breaks down by his town or something and he helps her. And I don't know if they have a one-night stand. Oh my god, he's a carpenter. A dream. Heard so many good things about this book and the other one, Yours Truly. I think it's in the same universe. For a book with an illustrated cover, I'm gonna go with Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I can never make you want me like I wanted to be wanted. Number 3. Let's see what we get. Book with color in the title. I get this every other month and I don't have one, guys. I don't. I'll just recheck really quickly, maybe check my reads to see if any of them have a color, but I don't think it's looking good for us. For further investigation, I have a few, but I'm not in the mood to read them and I'm not gonna force myself to read them. So I'm gonna, again, pick another prompt. 4-word title. I just recently got this, and I think it originally blew up on TikTok. Wait, no, maybe that was a different book. I don't know if this is the one that blew up on TikTok because some girl said it was like ACOTAR and everybody went crazy over it. I could be completely wrong. It's How Does It Feel by Jean O'Reilly. I think this is about a human who like is trying to do some research and collect some kind of mushroom. It's kidnapped by a fae prince. He thinks like she's an assassin that's trying to come, you know, kill them all. Becomes obsessed with her. That's all I really know. I think there's like trials in here too, if I'm not mistaken. It could be really, really fun. It's really short. It's only like 314 pages. I love this cover. It's so cool. For a 4-word title, I'm gonna go with How Does It Feel by Jean O'Reilly. Prompt number 4. Book published this year. Okay. All right. So this I think was released last month. Wait, this month? I don't remember if it was released in March or April, but I loved the first book so much. Like, it was so fun, so like lighthearted, so quick to get through. Was it like the best love story ever? No, but I had a fantastic time, and this is why I love cowboy small town romance books. I've heard, I think, mixed things about this. Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. These covers, both of them, they eat. They absolutely eat. Whoever's the illustrator for this and the third one that's gonna be probably my favorite. I'm just gonna say it now. This one is the second book in the series. This is about Wes, who is the brother of the female main character in the first book, and then Ada is some girl who comes in to this small town, and basically they meet one night, and I think they have a one-night stand, or like they make out at a bar or something like that, and then the next day she's coming to work. She's gonna be an interior designer, and they want to redo like some big house that's on the ranch property. I heard that he's very much golden retriever and she's the grumpy one, so it's Grumpy Sunshine. Really quick. I heard that people don't really love the female main character in this book, some of the things that she says and how she acts, but I'm gonna have my own opinion. A book published this year, I'm gonna go with Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. All right, besties, 3 more prompts to go. Book with blue cover. Right, I'm gonna go with a hockey romance for this one because obviously, I mean, it's playoffs, baby. Go Bruins. I just actually bought this. I read the first book in this series a while back. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay. Just really like the writing style, and again, I'm a sucker for hockey romance. I want to read all of them that exist. Blind Pass by Tegan Hunter. So I honestly think that this is like a 7-book series, which, like, I mean, I'm not complaining. That's 7 hockey romance books I get to read. It's a very, very huge series. I didn't think it was that big. That's what she said. Yes, these covers for this whole entire series are so cute. Like, I love everything about them. I love the vibes. So this one seems like they got married in Vegas when they were drunk one night type thing. Accidental marriage, I guess you could say. Polar opposites, Grumpy Sunshine. Stay married for a year, play roles, and divorce at the end. This one could be just really fun. And the cover is blue. If you could not see, if people could be colorblind, I'll let you know. I will confirm that the cover is blue. Book with a blue cover, I'm gonna go with Blind Pass by Tegan Hunter. All right, 2 more prompts. Book that takes place in the current season. Current season is spring. I don't know specifically books right now at the top of my head that take place in spring. I know one that gives spring vibes. We might have to tweak this a little bit so I don't choose another prompt. We might have to be like, one that gives off the vibes of the season. You know what I mean? All right, guys, so this one technically takes place in like August, but it gives spring vibes when I look at the cover, and I want to read it. I have a book that takes place in the current season. I'm gonna go with gives the current vibes of the season. Jam by Kate Canterbury. I can't remember who I saw read this and was obsessed with it. It might have been Steph Bower. It's a small town marriage of convenience. I think there's a child involved in this, but the female main character, her grandmother died and left her a tulip farm. She has to be married within a year, and she doesn't have a fiance anymore. So in comes Noah, who obviously had a crush on her back in high school and is immediately like, yes, I will be your husband for a year, because, you know, He's obsessed with her still. Big surprise. The cover gives spring, doesn't it? It's just like, you know, tulip farm, flowers sprouting, spring. Okay. 4, a book that takes place in the current season. We're gonna mend and say this one gives the current season vibes. So with In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. Guys, why does my TBR actually look so good? Like, I'm so excited for May. I'm putting too many good books on this TBR to not read them. Last prompt, book that is a fantasy. Well, isn't this just nice? All right, so this one technically has been on a previous TBR and I did not get to it, but there is just something about fantasy books that are about witches and witch hunters and, you know, just witches in general that I'm literally obsessed with. Like, I have so many of them on my TBR. Blood and Honey by Shelby Muharan, the second book in the Serpent and Dove series. So this is a witch hunter, like, marriage of convenience series. From what I remember, I read that other book back in like October. So it's been kind of a long time since I've been in this universe. Just flew through the first book. The writing style is really easy to get through. The words are pretty big on the page. And it's just so fun and so thrilling. I need to stop like waiting so long to continue series because I just forget the whole entire plot and I have to like relearn the plot. Book that is a fantasy, I'm gonna go with Blood and Honey by Shelby Muharan. We have all these books. I'm just gonna quickly go through them one more time, tell you the prompts and the books that I chose, and then we'll wrap up this video. The first book prompt was a book you bought because of a booktuber recommendation. I'm gonna go with The Crown of Oaths and Curses by Jabri. For a book with an illustrated cover, I'm gonna go with Part of Your World by Abby Finnis. For a 4-word title, I'm gonna go with How Does It Feel by Janine O'Reilly. For a book published this year, I'm going to go with Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. For a book with a blue cover, I'm gonna go with Blind Pass by Tegan Hunter. A book that takes place in the current season, I'm gonna do one that gives the season vibes, and I'm gonna go with In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. And then last but not least, our 7th and final prompt, we got a book that is a fantasy, and I ended up choosing Blood and Honey by Shelby Muharan. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Like I will reiterate, I am moving, so literally crunch time has already begun. It's been very much a stressful process. So yes, I'm probably going to be reading a lot on my Kindle throughout the month. It's one of the last few videos that I will be filming in this room with this setup. I have no idea what it's going to look like in the future. I always love doing these little TBR jar videos, and I hope you guys like them too. Be sure to follow all my socials down below, along with my Goodreads, my Amazon wishlist. All of that will be linked down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos by me. I'll see you guys next week for the first video of May.